Okay, testing. Seems fine. Fix the chat. Alright. Sorry about the delay. Whoever's here, make some noise for me, please. So that I actually know. Oof. Buttons. All my buttons. Oh yeah, whenever I start up there's ads, isn't there? I'll give everyone like a minute in case they actually are still here. I would be surprised if people are still here, to be honest. Okay, anyone still in chat, make some noise for me. Say something. Miss Blendo. Oh boy.
Somehow, for some void-forsaken reason, the galaxy isn't quite violent enough for some people. That's why we have simulation arenas. They kind of work like a mind-rotting video game, giving homicidal psychopaths a safe environment to practice. It might not be such a bad idea if we gave it a go. I know it hurts, but we just might learn something, and maybe earn a few slivers of scrap for our troubles.
A little more than slivers from what I remember. Heavily front noses, lasers up front, taking down Oh, that's my ship.
Relay point designated. Engaging. Battle wagon mode.
Okay, time to panic. Oh no. Oh god, time to panic. Ow. How do I restart? Come on, blow up already. There has to be a reset option. Oh, it's probably in tab. Derp. Check on it. It's on my keyboard.
Battle wagon mode activated. Engaging. Shields offline. Battle wagon mode activated. Shields offline. Battle wagon mode activated.
Oh, that's not good. That's very not good.
Wagon mode
Well, I fucked that up royally.
battle wagon mode activated.
Hang on, I need to look over. Oh, that's not good.
Target locked. Disengaging.
Oh, it's got lasers and dirt.
Shields offline.
What is that noise? Oh.
Engaging. Shields offline. Battle wagon mode.
Oh, so fucked. The reason I am not moving. Oh, that's not good.
Offline.
Well, I think I'm fucked. Yeah, I might have fucked that. Oh well.
Awareness expanded.
Uh. I mean, it would help me with them, but I'm not interested in them really. There we go. Arena. Let's see what you've got.
Battle wagon mode activated.
Sniper cannons. Maybe I should get rid of damage numbers.
Shields offline.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, auto aim seems to just wreck it. Also, what are the buttons for dealing with...
It is absolute murder to me when we have unused analytical data like this. Unless you wish to fall asleep one night and never wake up, you'll make haste and allocate this data at once.
Let's go with that.
Save.
Next arena.
Battle wagon mode activated. Battle wagon mode activated. Shields offline.
Oh, that's not good. That's the definition of not good. Rip me. I wish I knew how to control my hangers. Right. Everyone seems to have
Battle wagon mode
just
activated.
vanished when I had to
Do
restart.
you know what the definition of insanity is? Well, it is not doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. I checked the dictionary. However, that is literally the definition of practice. We have all practiced this over and over. Now let's drop those training wheels and execute.
Practice is irrelevant. The command and control system is smarter than the sum of all brain matter on board. Simply change the pre-configured weapon configuration to my experimental battle wagon mode. The ship's weapon systems will track and fire independently, unfettered by human ineptitude.
Except that it always shoots for center mass. Hey, Rift. It always shoots for center mass, as it expressly says there, so... You can customize weapon groups and battle wagon target priority. Weapon... Interesting.
Target obliterated.
Jesus, that thing is fast. Hello to my little fans.
Engagement.
Come here, you.
Shields offline.
Oh, that's not good.
All right, we've graduated from inanimate material to ships a tenth of our size. It's a baby step, but I'll take what I can get from this bunch.
Are we done burning bugs with a magnifying glass? Good. Okay, let's carry on. Second star to the aft.
Now that we have achieved a base level of technological excellence, I see no reason to tow around this useless garbage. Trade, steal, kill, rinse, repeat. If I have to look at this eyesore much longer, I will gouge your eyes out.
Jesus. Alright. Oof.
Game saved.
Ain't nothing's intended to be solitary in nature. That's why you have two kidneys, huh? We should break up the metal mother nice and neighborly so we only have to pay for interweave hookup at one time.
Oh God, I still love him, but oh God. All right. Let's try the arena again.
Battle wagon mode activated. Target locked. Obliterated. Shields offline.
Christ! Use the rocks. Is it dead yet? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, that's not good. Oh dear me. Hey, Mercer.
Game saved.
Alright,
Scanning area.
Neutrino Town.
Map updated.
Yeah, cool, man. I read you.
Area exhausted. Signal detected.
Green is civilian.
Scanning area.
Here's...
Battle wagon mode activated.
We may have a galaxy-wide shortage of res, but we certainly don't have a shortage of poor saps combing the void looking for more. All the potent res fields have been catalogued, yet every so often someone finds an oasis of the stuff. It's not exactly legal to be harvesting it without the proper drilling equipment, but who's enforcing that? Exactly. We might as well drop in and take our pound of flesh too.
Right.
Target locked. Obliterating. Engaging. Target locked. Obliterating. Engaging.
Wonder if there's a way to tell... Eh. Also, I should upgrade my mini ships. Right, what was I doing?
Awareness expanded. Extracted.
Last gas stop. What?
Map updated. Elsa was born and raised on Earth, which happened to be one of the last worlds to come under UTA control during the lockdown wars. Her and her father were recruited by the UTA to mine the Sol system for what little res it had. When her father died, she became aimless and resentful. Eventually, she was befriended by Don Gibson, the leader of the growing UTA resistance. Saving her from eventual starvation, she was fiercely loyal to Dawn and became second in command of the renegade fleet. Despite her troubled past, she had always managed to stay lighthearted and governed by strong morals. She was devastated to discover Dawn had been under the influence by the infection. Enraged, she took control of the clockwork and crew to hunt down Dawn and destroy the dark entity. Having eventually satisfied that goal, she has now grown cold and nearly unrecognizable by her fellow crewmates. Driven aimlessly by guilt, she commands the surviving crew of the Clockwork on an endless mission to cleanse the last of the infection. Signal detected.
Oh god, Carl.
Dr. Carl Memford has had a long and colorful history of mental instability, despite having an uncanny level of intelligence. Though he is physically harmless, he has worked on several controversial UTA projects, including the now discontinued lockdown vaccination for children. After a short time on the run, he discovered Don Gibson and the massive clockwork ship he was building. Appalled by obvious design flaws, he offered his services as head engineer. Though the rest of the crew is perpetually annoyed by his horrific manner, he proved to be indispensable in helping reach the core and destroying the dark entity.
I have already willingly and graciously volunteered to do all the real work aboard this ship. All that is required from you is to simply select a button and press it. Just do not press it too hard.
Health. Can't do shit if you're dead.
Alert! The mothership could be improved by adding more core modules. I'm just saying. Scanning area.
Let's see.
For over 30 years, Jameson has served as high-level commander of the UTA. He fought in over 200 engagements during the lockdown wars, 3 of which were successful. Jameson earned a great deal of recognition after tracking the renegade Don Gibson during the breach incident. Jameson single-handedly thwarted the infectious outbreak following the breach, later earning him a Galactic Medal of Amazing. He is a prime example of a perfect human being. Alert! 5% chance of file tampering detected.
Basically, everything up until this point is pretty accurate.
Awareness expanded.
Don Gibson, also known as TB's
While
character.
Don Gibson was born on Earth, he spent the majority of his youth as a slave laborer on the moons of Uranus. Later in life, he was picked up by the UTA and conscripted as a soldier during the early lockdown wars. Following years of UTA service, Don eventually lost the willingness to obey orders. He resigned from the UTA to take up freelance mining work. As the UTA continued to inhibit free mining of res, he turned to smuggling contraband to survive. Obsession with the entity drove him to build the Clockwork ship, in hopes of being reunited with the entity. Don ceaselessly worked on the ship for nearly 200 years, untouched by the effects of age. He owed his perpetual youth to the dark corruption that had poisoned his body and mind. He embraced a life of solitude to conceal his affliction from others, until he undeniably needed help to complete the Clockwork. With the promise of untold wealth at the legendary galactic core, Don built a crew of struggling and hopeful prospectors. Elsa, Carl, and every other res-struck crew member remained blissfully unaware of his real agenda. It wasn't until the Clockwork finally reached the core worlds did his true nature manifest itself to the crew. Don was eventually killed by Elsa Young, along with the dark entity that corrupted him. Map updated.
Murphy 209.
You can never reason with a bandit. In fact, I don't think they even understand a basic language. They pretty much stomp around, raping and pillaging anything that moves. Having one foot in the grave already, most of them are little threat to us. That said, I've heard rumors of colossal bandit ships more times than I can ignore. Trash pile or otherwise, we should respect and acknowledge their potential threat before we look for trouble with these potato-brained psychos.
We're not accepting new applicants at this time.
Fight everyone, you know.
Thanks and stuff.
Battle wagon mode activated.
I try not to start fights I can't win, but everyone makes mistakes. It's not beneath me to use one of those silly failgates if the situation should call for it. Just remember, we're going to have to dump some cargo and leave our strike craft behind if we do so.
Can be destroyed, preventing everyone from fleeing. Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Target locked. Oblivion.
Kill the small is weak to the large.
Engaging.
drink the marrow from your bones.
Look at all this here stuff all tossed about the void like toilet paper in the wind. As much as I want to stuff the metal mother full of treasure, the space inside is always smaller than the shell outside. Go figure.
Any decent loot? No? Okay.
Game saved. The Dark Infection, pathogen Xeno71b, is a mutagenic infectious compound. Unlike most diseases, this pathogen is able to infect any biological material it comes into contact with, regardless of how alien. Furthermore, it is able to assimilate surrounding material into its biological matrix. Living flesh and technology can become fused, both physically and in function. Given enough time, an infected starship will become a unified entity of biomass and circuitry, absent of any crew. The abominated ships exhibit a basic understanding of the systems and technology they have assimilated, suggesting a form of intelligence. It is known the infection source originates from the Dark Entity, but it is not clear if the self-preserving intelligence is inherent or telepathically communicated by the Dark Entity. Scanning error.
Keep in mind that the more we push the res drive...
Alert! The mother... Signal detected.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to help that.
Your stupid face is stupid.
Alright, let's do something stupid.
Take care of my mom calling. See you later.
Bye! Yeah, no, we're gonna...
Engaging.
Knock out the engines. Knock out the engines, please. And now just obliterate it.
You're gonna die.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that.
While you were sleeping, I connected the data analyzer system to your cerebral cortex. If you select the incorrect button, your brain functions will cease and you will die. No pressure.
Target acquired.
Voice message. Which one is stripped to the... Okay, there we go. It's a piece of junk, but... They all the same thing? Yeah. What? No, 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 no. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, you should stream that. I mean, a lot of people like that. A lot of people like that game. And there's plenty of N64 games to play.
Game saved.
Alright, let's do something stupid.
Battle wagon mode activated. Target locked. Obliterating.
Isn't there an option for... Okay. Merp, I've made a mistake. else worth mentioning? No? Okay. Oh, that costs scrap. That's right. You know... Do I have equipped on the nose? Requires level 10. What level am I? 4. Right, got it. Besides the nose, everything looks good. What kind? Chat kinda 64 games. Touchscreen? What? Yeah, what? You should stream Cuphead. Don't expect me to drop in. I get way too fidgety. Okay.
Oh yeah! Back by popular demand, more scheduled combat drills. Now that we have some decent weapons, let's cut our teeth on a live fire exercise. As in, we'll be shooting at living things. Now before you get your long johns in a bunch, listen. We're simply gonna rub out a few bandits. I'm gonna find a suitable target, and we're gonna find out what this ship is made of.
I could have sworn I was captain of this ship yesterday. This has got to be the last examination. You do remember we saved the entire galaxy, don't you?
If there is one thing I've learned about people, is that they have infinite ambition to do as little as possible. Your brain might be a muscle, but so is your trigger finger. If you don't practice, your trigger finger might forget all the things it once knew.
What? Okay, whatever. Let's just get this over with. I don't like to keep too many murders in my inbox.
Oh no. The different ones I've got. If you've got first party Nintendo stuff, wait, are you talking like emulation or are you talking capture card? Yeah, if you stream anything Rareware, you'll just get people jumping into your stream. People love the old love old Rare games. Unless you mean Rareware as in rare pieces of ware.
Game saved.
Come here.
Saved.
Swiggity swooty, I want that booty. Swiggity swooty, I want that booty. Come
We're
here.
not accepting new applicants at this time.
Thanks and stuff.
Oh, it's so again.
Battle wagon mode activated.
Okay, point, shoot, kill. And don't look down the business end of the boomstick. You got that? If you don't, I'll get you a life jacket for the next time you use the toilet.
Battle wagon mode activated. Engaging. Why use your hands? That is like a baby's toy.
What did our ship's computer just say to us?
Okay, we've blown something up. Jameson, did you get your fix? Don't even answer that. And don't give us any homework assignments either. Let's just pack it up. I have a bug up my aft. To maybe, you know, save the bloody universe? Do we think we can squeak that into our busy grade school schedule?
Totally wicked awesome.
Anything else? One of each.
It should be noted that all wings, noses, and engine modules have onboard weapon systems. Lasers tend to nullify shields. Projectiles excel at displacing armor, while explosives can shred a ship's hull apart. Now, of course, these are not rules written in carbonite. The void is full of exotic weaponry for us to play with. It would be wise to familiarize yourself with these weapons, as well as what sort of damage output they specialize in.
Right. Oh, you don't need to speedrun it all that well. You just need to play it. Like, people love rare games. They just do. Where was I? Oh, I need to restart the stream. Give me 1 second while I restart the stream.